Hello everyone, this is Priya Bansal, your host, and you're watching Update Australia and Update India as well. And today we have someone very special, and his name is Bob Blackman, who is a member of Parliament in UK. And first of all, sir, we welcome you in India.
Well, I'm delighted to be in India once again.
Yeah, thank you. How you're feeling coming to India, and how India is treating you right now?
Well, it's my second visit to Rajasthan, and I've been to India many, many times and had the opportunity, obviously, to visit 14 of the 28 states. It's great to be here in this wonderful club associated with the Rajasthan State Parliament. Had the opportunity today to go around the museums and the art areas, demonstrating the great beauty and history of the state, which will always helps you when understand things. Yeah.
You already raise and you always raise the problems like related to India in UK, like related to the Jallianwala Bagh. You raise the issue and related to other issues as well. You always raised your opinion. As a personal opinion, if I talk about what is your opinion right now and what you want to know about more in India.
Well, obviously, we've got this trade agreement now in operation. We've had a defence and security agreement for many years now. And really, it's about building that friendship and relationship between the United Kingdom and India. We're both trading nations. We both depend on trade for peace and harmony. And we want to build that, I think, further, build that relationship in a much stronger manner as we can over the years. It's one of those areas where India has so much to offer to the world. It's a young population, the opportunity to grow small businesses, the opportunity to be entrepreneurial, live and be experienced and gain as much capability as you can. And I think that's something that we in the United Kingdom value. At the moment, the United Kingdom is suffering from very stagnant position in terms of the economy. There's no growth, unemployment's increasing, and indeed there are threats to the UK economy. So the opportunity with trade with India and good relations with India is important.
You always raise the issues and you always raise your opinions. We have always seen this. Like in upcoming days, do you really want to raise any other issue like related to the elections or related to the work profile or anything? Many of our students go there in London and study there as well. Some of them faces a visa issue as well many times, and we want something very frequent or something very easy for them to access to go to UK.
Yeah, so we have no cap. There's no limit on the number of Indian students that can come to the United Kingdom. I'm well aware of the problems of the visas because in my constituency, 37% of my electorate are of Indian origin, and there's often visa problems that we have to encounter. So obviously we want to encourage that growth of people coming to the UK to study and then returning to India, because it's important that actually we build up that friendship and people go back or come back to India with a good view of the United Kingdom, probably have good friends in the UK, and then as they carry on in their businesses, they'll have a good relationship with the United Kingdom. We want to see institutions set up here that are British institutions set up to educate young people here. So yes, we want British people to come here to study, as well as Indians to come to the UK to study. That builds the friendship up between our two great countries and builds up the understanding. And that's a much better way of doing things rather than just relying on the fact that people come from here to the UK because it's very expensive.
Yes, right,
the
right.
fees are very high.
Yes.
And of course, they've then got to look at how they support themselves while they're in the UK. So very important that we do that. But I've long called out this particular issue because that is the way you build up good relationships, by cooperating, communicating.
Like what can we else see like in future if I'll talk about the global opportunities, the global things, and what can we see like related to the bilateral decisions which we can see with the UK and Indian government as well?
Well, obviously, the trade agreement that we have, and people call this a free trade agreement, but there are huge tariffs still associated. So it's not free trade; it's a trade agreement, which is good news. We've got to migrate towards a free trade agreement to get those tariffs removed or at least reduced substantially. Equally, there's a challenge for India, and that's to open up the service industry so that our lawyers, our accountants, other professionals can get involved in working in India in the same way that we can encourage those professionals to work in the United Kingdom. Now, at the moment, that's still in abeyance, but we've got to try and get that off the ground because that's one of the ways that the UK service industry can grow. That's our service industry is the most important industry in particular, and the finance services in the UK is so important to us.
And this is the wholesome conversation. Do you like Jaipur? You have already came Jaipur before, right?
I came to Jaipur a couple of years ago now and saw part of the old city and then obviously saw the Great Fort and met politicians and others here.
Yes, it's basically a royal and cultured thing.
Yeah, it's a one-day visit. This is a few days visit, and I'm seeing some of the culture. Obviously, interacting with both journalists like yourself and other politicians and other people on business side to just build up those relationships so that we are able to. And I spend quite a lot of time on India media because they always make contact with me about different things.
Raise the problems and issues like related to India. And this is the beautiful conversation. Thanks for this beautiful conversation, sir. And like he always raised the issues and which he always wanted to have. And this is the beautiful conversation we initiated with Mr. Bob. And we'll come back with a new podcast and new interviews. And thank you. This is Priya Bansal.